All right, I'm now going to demonstrate providing catheter care for a female. Again, you're gonna need a basin with water, 2 washcloths, 2 towels, a waterproof barrier, soap, and gloves. All right. I'm Mrs. Smith. My name is Patty. I'm here to be your CNA. I am going to provide catheter care. Is that okay? I see your bed is locked in its lowest position. Your call bell is within reach. I'm going to pull your curtain closed for privacy, and I am going to wash my hands. Making sure privacy is closed 360. I'm going to put on my gloves. Before we get started, I've tested the water to make sure it feels comfortable. Do you mind testing it to make sure it's comfortable for you? Okay, excellent. All right. I'm going to expose Mrs. Smith between her hips and her knees. There's no need to pull the covers down any further than that. I'm going to use a towel to help provide for extra privacy. And I'm going to pull her gown up as I pull her towel up. So her gown is out of the way, but the towel is still providing privacy for her. I'm going to take a waterproof barrier and slide it up underneath her buttocks. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be up under the edge of the buttocks. All right, Mrs. Smith, on the count of 3, I'm gonna have you lift, and I'm gonna slide this up underneath you, okay? 1, 2, 3. When you slide this, make sure you don't tug the catheter. Sometimes that can be difficult, but do your best not to. Make sure the catheter is not pinned. All right, so before I begin, I'm gonna get my washcloth wet. I'm going to apply soap. I'm going to expose the catheter. Now, you have to grab the catheter at the meatus, which is where the opening of the urethra is. So you will be touching, the side of your fingers will be touching the mannequin. If you grab it down here, you're not at the meatus and you will not get credit for this step. So when you grab the catheter, it has to be right where it's inserted into the mannequin before you start to wash. You're going to wash down at least 4 inches without tugging the catheter. So this can be accomplished in a couple of ways. You can lay the catheter on top of the washcloth and you can rinse, starting at where your fingers are holding it, away, all the way to the end of the catheter, no need to stop. You will flip to a new side of your washcloth. The other way you can do it, again, holding at the meatus from the top, grab it and wash down, okay? There is no set number of times you have to wash the catheter. We recommend 3 only because then your evaluator will know your catheter is truly clean. But if you hold the catheter at the meatus, I'm going to wrap my washcloth all the way around my catheter and wipe down 4 inches to wash my catheter. That would suffice for washing. So we have washed the catheter. I'm going to discard that in my soiled linen. I'm going to get my rinse washcloth. Same thing, you're going to grasp, using the 4-fold method, you're going to grasp the catheter at the meatus, and you're going to rinse down at least 4 inches without tugging the catheter. Because I'm a 3-person, 3-wipe kind of girl, I'm going to do it 3 times. 1, 2, using a clean side of the washcloth every time. 1, 2, 3. All right. Again, I'm covering her up between activities so she stays covered. And now with the towel, I'm going to dry the catheter. I only dry the catheter 1 time. Okay. So without tugging, I'm going to dry the catheter at least 4 inches. Discard in my soiled linen. I've cleaned your catheter. I'm now going to remove my extra protection towel. Place that in dirty linen. On the count of 3, I'm going to have you lift your hips up. I'm going to pull this barrier out from underneath you. 1, 2, 3. Rolling away from me. And discarding in the trash can. I'm going to pull the covers back into place. I've completed your catheter care. I see your bed is still locked in the lowest position. Your call bell is within reach. I'm going to open your privacy curtain and go discard of my supplies. If you need anything, let me know. So I'm going to take my basin. pour my contents in the toilet. I'm gonna rinse it. I'm gonna pour my rinse in the toilet. I'm gonna dry my basin. Place my basin in dirty supply. Go to my gloves. Go to my gloves. Verbalize washing my hands. My task is complete.